Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Welcome back to the channel with me, Dragonborn McQueen, and a quick, well, before we get into it, I will talk about the issues and why I'm starting a new playthrough in a minute and why we can't continue the mage build. But first of all, we'll just get into Skyrim.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Talia, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Dibella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny, when I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
We need to go inside, little cub.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Whoa.
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No! I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
Good evening, Barbarian King. How are you? And yes, I'm starting again because the update has basically caused issues for my playthrough. And yes, we're on vanilla, pretty much, which is going to be interesting from a gameplay point of view. Right, let's set our character up. Skin tone. Okay. I think we want that. And we want him to be big, stocky, Argonian. Oh, okay. Dirt or no dirt? You decide. No scars. Not going to worry about that. I don't think I want... There we go. So yeah, basically the update automatically installed and it broke all the... it made it really unstable with all the mods. So I've had major issues with getting anything to work, and there are issues with the game version without, because I haven't got the full version of Anniversary Edition, not yet. But yeah, that's something I intend to rectify fairly soon. So we will be playing the full version, or as soon as I can, basically. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Laughter lines. Right, what colours we got? So yeah, it's a bit frustrating, to say the least, but not a lot I can do about it because the auto install update just broke the game completely. Alright, we don't want lots of different colours, I don't think. Although I kind of like that. Right, eye shape. Okay. Slightly bigger eyes. Colour. Definitely want these sort of... the eye slits like that, yeah. Height. So yeah, Bethesda have introduced something, and I thought the actual Creation Club stuff that is introduced would work, and I've discovered issues with that already. For example, the horse armour doesn't work properly, which is a little annoying, to say the least. Right, so brow. Yeah, I think like that. So yeah, the playthrough that I was discussing possibly doing at some point has had to be brought forward because of Bethesda, and it's a little annoying, but I'll get to play as an Argonian, so let's look on the bright side, eh? I'm definitely not changing the lip colour. That can stay the same. Hair. Hair. I don't know whether I like that with the horns. Kind of like that. Yeah, let's go with that. Right. So yeah, Bethesda have broken it already. Yeah, it don't play now with a lot of mods. Yeah, I'd heard about it all. I heard people saying about it. But I've got auto update on the PlayStation, which I should have turned off really, but then, you know, other games won't auto update and it's just ease of use like 76. So I'm recording him Slithe, walks in rivers, because we can't call him Frostfall. It just wouldn't work for an Argonian. And his background is he's a fisherman, but feels he could be more than that. So that's where our adventure, our tale will begin. But yeah, I want to look at the fishing, if possible, tonight, if we can get to that point. So we'll certainly try.
Are you a relative of one of the Riften dock workers, Argonian? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to Blackmarsh. Follow the captain, prisoner.
The good thing about playing it like this is that followers can die now in vanilla, so yeah, it makes for a more interesting
Ulfric
tale.
Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the eight divines upon
For
you.
the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn our... As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the lizard!
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the clouds!
Dragon!
Guards, can we tell people to sit? Come on, the dogs won't give us another chance! This way! What is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
We need to move, now! Up through the tower. Let's go! We'll have to carry this one on our back. Move! We just need to move. See the inn on the other side? Jump through the roof and keep going. Go!
Hemming, you need to get over here! Now! That boy, you're doing great. Toro! God! Everyone get back! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense.
Gods guide you, Hadvar.
Stay close to the wall! Quickly, follow me!
Still coming. So damn fast. I want everyone. Getting to run. Run, you idiot! Thought I told you to run for it.
Raylo, you damn traitor! Out of my way!
We're escaping, Hadvar. You're not stopping us this time.
Fine, I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovereign.
You, come on!
Nothing
Into
kills
the
it! With me, prisoner. Let's go! Quick! I can cut you loose inside the keep! Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us to the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns. Got to be a sword or two in one of these chests. Look around. Got to be a sword or two in one of these chests. Look around. You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings, too. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
I love the way his feet sound on the... It's different to human feet. It's brilliant. He sounds like a lizard. Look. I best put my armour on anyway, because he won't be too happy. Keep Hadvar waiting, you know.
Come on, this way.
We are an Argonian. Nice. So what's my power is his skin, which invoke the power the hiss to recover health 10 times faster for 60 seconds. Powerful. And we can resist disease. 50% resistance to disease, and we can breathe underwater. We're not going to play with survival mode on because that's not fun for you guys to watch in a let's play, so fast travelling around, getting to the action is what I'd much prefer with my let's plays, and as I can't have mods, I can't have survival and fast travel, so you know it is what it is. Oh, yeah, weapons. We will need a sword. I don't know whether to go for, well, I don't know yet. I may turn survival on much later. I don't know. We'll see. That's way off anyway.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them. Imperial dog! You want to die? So be Let me see if I can... That door open.
Another thing I'm noticing as well, because I have played a tiny bit, but I haven't done any of the new stuff, is that yeah, you're not getting kill cams anymore. Not on a lot of the moves, so it's frustrating because I did the double. Yeah, alright, hold on for a second, Hadvar. We're talking to people, okay? You know,
come on, this way.
I'm talking to the divines, alright, that watching. yeah, I'm noticing that.
Moving.
Do you know what? I'll walk through here just so he shuts up. Good. Yeah. I'm noticing that I'll take the carrots. We can cook some bits up. Not that there's much point until we can store food. Food never goes off, and perhaps we can use it at a later date. We can use it to heal. But yeah, I'm noticing that a lot of the kill cams aren't working properly, and when they do access, there are issues with them. Hopefully a patch will come out. I mean, I'll do a much more in-depth report video, I think, because there's lots of things. And yeah, horse armor, you put it on your horse and it costs 500 gold, and then, which for a low level player that's a lot of gold, and then like you go into a town, city, come back out, it's disappeared, even though the game's still, you know, if you speak to anyone about putting it on, they're like, no, you've already got that armor on. And it's like, okay, no I haven't, but
Look out!
I'm not spending another 500 gold for that privilege.
That dragon doesn't give up easy.
What
Yeah.
are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen.
Anyway,
now!
let's get out of Helgen.
These Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them.
Hey! What was the... I never should have started this game.
You're dead! No one can now. An old storeroom. See if you can find some potion. Might come in handy.
Yeah, it's not what we want from a developer like Bethesda, but it's what we've come to expect, really, isn't it? Really, when they introduce new things, it breaks other parts of that thing, and they have to patch it afterwards. But I would have thought Anniversary Edition would have got a bit more attention, since the 10-year anniversary. It's a really big occasion in Skyrim history, and the fact that people are still playing the game 10 years later is remarkable, and also down to the mods that Anniversary Edition has broken. So yeah, it's a strange situation, to say the least. But I don't know whether to wear fur boots or stick with the gauntlets. I mean, I would much rather not have a helmet on, because that gets rid of my cool hair or flex or whatever it is. But you know.
Done then. This way.
Alright, let's keep going.
The torture room. Gods, I wish we didn't need these. Come on.
Damn you!
That'll teach you to cross me.
You fellows happened along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon? Please, don't make up nonsense. Although, come to think of it, I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have no authority over me, boy.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack.
Forget the old man. I'll come with you.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
Don't bother with that. Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed for weeks.
See if you can get it open with some picks. We'll need everything we can get.
Sure. Take all my things.
Grab what you can and let's go.
I mean, you did say, sure, take all my things, so yeah, I'll take all your things, just as you instructed. Also, I'm going to do this. You know, there's absolutely no reason for me to do this, apart from I know that I will gain knowledge from doing so, and a deeper understanding of novice locks. Luckily, on the back of every lock and or on the bottom, it's printed novice, expert, and master. So you know what you're an adept. So you know what you're picking really. Hello Cinny, how are you? Nice to see you in a stream. Come watch the... We're going to definitely check out fishing tonight. That's the one thing I want to check out. I've been sort of dying to do it since Thursday, but not... I've been resisting the temptation. But I do know of a few fishing spots already. So, and we want to find a casualty caravan because they start some of the other quests that you get. Saints and Sinners one has come with Anniversary Edition or free for Skyrim Special Edition, and then when I upgrade to Anniversary Edition, it will just add in the other stuff. It might be when Anniversary Edition gets added in, it'll fix all the issues that are currently in Special Edition, but that's not good for people that have got Special Edition because it's forcing them to have to upgrade to Anniversary Edition. But I'll see, you know. At the moment I'm sort of playing on Special Edition 2.0, so, or 2.5 or something, you know.
This way.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Just give me a minute. Show me what you've got.
I better stay back and see. The old man. Good luck, you two. Let's see where this goes. Damn it, no going back that way. I guess we're lucky that didn't come down on top of us. We'd better push on. I'm sure the others will find another way out. Come on, this way. That doesn't go anywhere. I guess we'd better try this way. them off. What? Giant snakes?
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her?
I'd rather not tangle with her right now.
You might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow, and watch where you step.
Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back. Not the sneaking type, huh? This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it. Wait! Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
It looks so different from the modded version we've been playing every time, because normally I come out and there's all trees everywhere and you just can't see anything. Yeah, it's very open and very restricted. And yes, in answer to your question, it does sound like one big mess, but I kind of expected it. I was kind of looking at stuff and I'm like, they're adding all that. I hope it's been curated or tested to a reasonable extent. And no, they should just get me to play test Bethesda games.
We could really use someone like you. If the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
Because it's only been out 3 days and I've discovered a fair amount of bugs already with the game and issues, which but yeah, it's a shame because Skyrim is even vanilla Skyrim these days is still being watched. I watched a few playthroughs and it's brilliant. It's still good fun, but you play Bethesda games because of the unique way you can play so many different character classes, different styles and different ways and things. Whereas you know, it's very versatile, I guess, in that sense. But this, yeah, the fact that we know they're renowned for, because it's such a big game, when more content gets added in, it just breaks what's currently there, and it leaves people frustrated. But yeah, this is on PlayStation, so I don't know whether it's the same on PC and Xbox, but I think I should do a video talking about it on PlayStation at some point, just to report what I found. a few of the issues, but we want to get fishing anyway. So we're going to go to Riverwood and then we're going to go fishing, because that's all we're here for, the fishing. Because I've not worked out how to do fishing yet, but we'll find out. Because Juicehead gave us a tip that there's a place to go fishing right here by the stones. So
see that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it. These are the Argonian stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself. Thief, eh? It's never too late to take charge of your own fate, you know?
Yeah, thief because of the bow, because I love archery. Yeah, I'm playing on Adept, by the way, so in case you're wondering, to start off with, just to get used to things and get back into it, and that once we get up to a decent level we'll go to Expert, and then probably even to Master at some point. Yeah, this is the fishing location, so we can go fishing here. Yeah, look, in fact, if you look there, oh, I didn't mean to do that, there's a little fishing basket, which is new. Yeah, it's right at the end of my arrow on the screen. I don't know whether you can see it. Let's walk right up to it. Yeah, so this is new, and it's fishing supplies, which means you can go fishing, and it tells you how to get started, line and lure. So we'll have a look at all that in a bit, but we're going to go and quickly get, get started in Riverwood before we do some fishing. Hadvar, have you run off? See, this is what happened when I first played the game ever. I lost Hadvar as soon as I came out of Helgen, and that was it. It was on my own. And I was wandering into Falkreath, but just getting killed and things. And it's not too bad. It's a 10-year-old game for how it looks. Still, I mean, this is no mods whatsoever. Just the trees look a bit weird because they're not moving. I much prefer the fact that the trees were windy. You know. Now there is a little breeze on them, so they are moving slightly, but they don't move drastically. I suppose little movement is pretty cool anyway. Definitely take those pelts. Any chance to learn some smithing? Yes, it's going to be harder to gain money because our merchants won't be overstocked as well. So we're going to be wheeling and dealing and stuff to try and make ends meet. But it means that'll force us into doing more quests and that sort of thing. I don't know what to go for first of all, which faction to go for. I don't think he would be I don't think he would necessarily join the companions, although that could be interesting at some point. It'd probably be the Thieves Guild. But that's typical Argonian, you know, and that's stereotyping a bit, I guess. He could be have a bit of honour, go for companions.
Shh, keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon!
I saw a dragon.
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the Barrow.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies. Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him. Truly? So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this.
So yeah, if you ever need a judge of Sven's character, he thinks his mum's crazy, that's the introduction you get to Sven, you know, straight away. It's like, okay, yeah, you're not a very nice bloke then, really. Okay, so you and Faendal, we'll ask him about him and Faendal liking the same girl, and we will ask him if there's somewhere we can buy fresh supplies as well. And then we'll go and see Hadvar and Alvor, the blacksmith.
Camilla Valerius knows I'm the best man in Riverwood. That elf is kidding himself if he thinks she would choose him over me. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood trader to speak with her when I'm not around. He's wasting his time. Is that sarcasm? I've heard better wisecracks from Orgnar. Still, you have a point. Camilla letting Faendal visit her isn't a good thing for me. Here, let me give you a particularly venomous letter. Say it's from Faendal. That should get Camilla to stop inviting the elf over. Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith. I'd better get going.
It was a dragon. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me.
I like how her approach is, it'll kill us all.
That letter ought to convince Camilla to never speak to Faendal ever again.
Sven, shut up. Yeah, she's like, it'll kill us all, and then you'll be sorry. I think it'll be more than sorry, but you know. Oh, I do love Skyrim. Even if it is broken. A broken hot mess at the moment. At least the music isn't broken. That would just, you know, I'd just be distraught then. Oh, Alvor. We're going to reenact the famous REM song, Night Fishing. I know it's night swimming, but night fishing sounds better.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to stop. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
I need your food, honey brew mead, iron ingot, some healing potions. Yeah, I'll take all that, thank you.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Certainly will do. We don't need to ask him if he has any supplies I could take. How do I get to Whiterun from here, Alvor? Alvor, the engine.
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace.
What can you tell me about the Jarl? Is the next question. I mean, I could ask him. I'm going to ask him to use the forge. I'm going to ask him about Riverwood and what he thinks about the war. I'd like to armour my horse.
Of course.
There's the option, steel armour, but 500 gold, Elven 500 gold. Remove the armour. Never mind. Never mind, to be honest with you, however. And we're going to talk to him about the Jarl.
Jarl Balgruuf. He rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though. I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor. Of course, Skyrim has always been part of the Empire. That doesn't mean I support everything the Empire's been doing lately. But Nords have never been fair-weather friends. Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Elisif, I should say. Although only because she was married to Jarl Torrig when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torrig, you know. Walked right into his palace in Solitude and killed him. Shouted him to death, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. People are rightly stirred up about the damn Thalmor being allowed to roam around arresting people, just for worshipping Talos. But was it worth tearing Skyrim apart and maybe destroying the Empire? No. Ulfric will have a lot to answer for in the end. Nords have always supported the Empire, and the Empire has always been good for Skyrim. It's from that treaty that ended the Great War, remember? When the Emperor was forced by the Thalmor to outlaw Talos worship. We didn't pay much attention to it when I was a boy. Everyone still had their little shrine to Talos. But then, Ulfric and his Sons of Skyrim started agitating about it. Sure enough, the Emperor had to crack down. Dragging people off in the middle of the night. One of the main causes of this war, if you ask me. Until next time.
Did you really see a dragon? What did it look like? Did it have big teeth?
Hush, child. Don't pester your cousin.
You lost?
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course.
The reason is it's better in my hands than it is yours. There, Alva. How does that sound for the reason? And oh, a petty soul
It's nice to be back in a friendly spot, huh?
It's nice to be back in
Listen, I'm going to lay up here for a while. You can make your own way to Solitude from here. I'd recommend heading to Whiterun, just down the road from here. From there you can take a carriage to Solitude.
Everyone is telling me to go to Whiterun. Do you think I should go to Whiterun? I've got a feeling that I might have to pop into Whiterun, just an inkling. Arrow taken.
Papa isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Of course. You know why I seem alright? Because I am the Dragonborn. Not yet, but I will be. And also, another reason that I seem alright.
Make yourself at home.
Well, Sigrid, personal space, and teleporting, both of which I'm Cake and the Diamond. Yeah, it sounds like my.
Spoken for, you know, so don't get any ideas.
My father is Alvor, the blacksmith. I'm his assistant. I mean apprentice.
What do you mean? What am I doing what for? Being spoken to by everyone in your house.
Someday, I'm going to forge my own sword.
So it's 8:36 PM. So I guess we could get some sleep.
Keep your guard up.
Did I just hit Hadvar by cooking? And the shield flew across the room. Oh, that's brilliant. Only in Skyrim. Only in Skyrim could that happen. Right, we're gonna make some vegetable soup because... Yep. And we're gonna make some cabbage potato soup, 10 points of stamina, 15 points of stamina. That'll do. And we're going to get some sleep because we're going to go fishing in the morning. Early in the morning. 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours. We need to fix our armour up as well. And we have a level up, which is a brilliant start to our adventure. So what time will it be? 5 o'clock. Yeah, perfect time to get up. Honest. Sorry, Hadvar. I'm really sorry for throwing a shield at you by cooking. These things happen though, you know. Iron ingots, steel ingots. Level up. I'm gonna go for health. Smithing. Come on, slide. Let's get to it. Alright, we've got fur boots, fur gauntlets. Hide shield, we're going to improve. Armour, armour, armour. So we might sell one of the daggers. One of the swords and one of the daggers, and just keep a dagger. So we've got the option to do dual wielding. Hope you guys can see. Hopefully it's alright. It's quite bright. We're going to go fishing. Not a lot else we can do in Riverwood. Not at the moment anyway. Yeah, it's really interesting to see how this fishing works. Hopefully it wouldn't be too boring. Hopefully it actually is as good as Sega bass fishing on the Dreamcast. That's what I'm hoping for. Kind of wanted the sun to be coming up when we did it. Right, well, we've got to read the book first of all. We have no pickaxes, do we? Let's read this book. Line and Lure. Got a nice little fishing symbol on. By Alan Seabird. My name is Alan the Seabird. My fame or lack thereof is irrelevant. I am not writer. As it so happens, my wife gave me this quill when I retired. She called it a gift. Sorry. To me it is a burden, but I suppose many teachers feel this same weight. If I were to walk the bridge to some guard, I would take all my knowledge with me. Hard lessons learned from decades fishing in the waters of Skyrim. In my life I've fished in waters open and deep amidst storms no mortal dare brook. I ventured down bottomless caves and challenged the monsters of the deep with my book. I have seen them all and caught them all, be it fish, monster or boot. Challenge them with my hook. That says not book. I can just imagine someone brandishing a book at a river. I'll get you, fish. Waits till he sees one underneath and then hits it over the head. With this guide I will teach you how to do the same. Chapter 1, the rod. Just as a warrior needs a sword, a blacksmith needs a hammer. First thing any aspiring fisherman needs is a rod. You can find one at the general goods store or left behind on boats and docks by other fishermen that have come before you. When you obtain one, wield it like you would a weapon. Swing it this way and that. Get a feel for its balance and weight. It must be an extension of your body and mind. Once you have a rod, you will next need supplies. This includes bait and other essentials to capture the fish once it's been reeled close to the shore. However, you need not bring your own. It is customary in Skyrim to leave fishing supplies by waters where the fish are plentiful. To find a set of fishing supplies is to be met with a greeting or hearty hello from one fisherman to another. When you are done, you will leave these supplies for the next fisher. Such is the way. And it makes it easier for you to get fishing straight away. Casting the line. When you are ready to fish, bait your hook using the fishing supplies, then cast your line with vigour and allow the hook to sink below the surface. The art of fishing is one of patience and focus. In particular, it requires the concentration of two senses, sight and touch. You might ask, how can one know if there are nearby fish for the taking? It is no different than the way moths are drawn to a flame. When your bait lands on the surface of the water, nearby fish will I just yawned. Excitedly converge. The ripples on the surface will quickly announce their presence. Watch for these ripples carefully. The more the water stirs, the more plentiful the number of fish. In contrast, a quiet surface when your line hits the water will tell you there are no more fish to catch, and you must return in a day's time. In time, you will learn to tell fish apart based on the tug of your line. You will know the difference between a river betty's curious nibble and a carp's eager pull. Reel it in. When you have hooked your fish, the time of patience and serenity is over. Now comes the throes of war. The throes of war? Or, yeah, okay. Your fish will thrash as it fights for its life, but you must keep your grip firm, and your mind focused as you reel your line and pull in your catch. Once you've reeled it in, the fish is yours. Scale it, cook it, and consume it how you please, depending on your custom. There are different rituals to follow, but for all fishermen, a catch is always cause for celebration. Rare and unusual catch. Different fish are native to different climates. If you seek a variety of fish, you do not stay in one place. Temperate lakes and streams to the south will hook a different catch than snow-fringed ponds and pitch-black caverns. When you seek a fish that is seldom caught, the uncommon and rare fish that fishermen brag about until long in their years, your best bet is to fish when the sun is low on the horizon. Dawn and dusk offer the best chance to catch these elusive creatures. You seek the very rarest of fish. Special rods are required. Seek the advice of those in the Riften fishery. Follow their guidance and wisdom, just as you've done with me. Of course, not every catch will feed your belly. Some may fill your coin purse, while others have interesting uses to those who brew potions. In my travels I have even heard of tall tales of dwarven rods used to lure lost trinkets settled at the bottom of ponds and lakes. For what purpose, a Nord like myself cannot know. As the world moves on, such things are lost to time. In conclusion, there you have it. As I stated at the beginning of this journey, I am no writer. What is written here are not words, but a piece of me. It is the callow boy who in his arrogance was nearly dragged into the water by a goldfish. It is the shivering fishmonger sitting on a frozen bucket in the dead of night, praying to kind that he will live to see the sunrise. It is the old man at the lake drinking a potion of strength, turning back time so he can hook an old foe. It is part of me, and if you heed its message, it will become part of you. But you've not told me how to fish, but you kind of have, but... Okay, fishing rod. Favourite fishing rod. Now, beat things up.
Watch it! I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
I'm going to beat you up with this fishing rod if you carry on. Hey, watch it! Right, so we need the supplies. Alright, okay. Fishing. While fishing, press activate to reel in your line. Reeling when there is a strong pull on your line will reel in your catch. Ripples on the surface when casting your line and from nearby fish. The water is calm when you cast your line. There are no more fish to catch here. Fish will return in a day's time.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
Oh, we got something.
I've been hunting and fishing.
I reeled in my line too early.
Years.
Wait.
There's enough for all of us if you aren't greedy.
Show your face. Right, it's pulling.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The
Press
Jarl can
X to
hardly eat
pull
every
your
deer
cat.
now, can he?
Oh, right, River Betty. I'm not listening to you, you know. I'm fishing. We got it. We got it. Wait. Oh, there we go. That's it. Another River Betty. Wow. I'm going to fish this place to bits because I feel like it. Kind of good that we get a visual sort of inclination of what's happening. So you've got to wait for the rod to bend. How a River Betty can make your like rod bend, I have no idea. They're tiny little fish. You lost your catch. Well, it's certainly no Sega bass fishing, is it? Let's be honest, but it's definitely enjoyable, and it's a new addition. What the heck? I've got something, I think. Whoa, salmon! Cool. It wasn't actually, there was no movement there, but I could feel the controller vibrating. Yeah, now we're getting something. Wow, carp. Awesome. Yeah, got something. We can. Now it's moving. Wow, pogfish. That's new. Carp and pogfish are new then. Oh, nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. We can. There's nothing on your line. I'm well aware, but there's nothing when I cast the fishing line. Let's see if he's actually got any fish.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. There's enough for all of us if you aren't greedy. Good morning.
Oh, you can sell anything to me? You're not selling any fish to me? Alright, okay. Is carp's is a type of fish you can eat. That's goldfish. Why would you want to eat the goldfish? Seriously, you don't want to eat goldfish. And pogfish is also something you can cook with. Wow. That looks like a tuna actually, doesn't it? A mini tuna. I'm absolutely fascinated by this. And a salmon. Is that actually a salmon? Yeah, it's actually a salmon. So how do you make salmon steaks or fillets? Don't know. I guess you would prepare the fish in some way. Oh wait. If you're in a nervous disposition, look away now, because I'm about to eat lots of weird and wonderful ingredients. As is the custom of Skyrim: bear claws, blue mountain flour, bone meals, butterfly wing, chicken, LT. Just realised I said if you're in a nervous disposition, look away now, because I'm about to eat lots of weird ingredients, and then proceeded to talk about them. I'll shut up and just continue eating them. Well, that was yeah. I'm disappointed. So perhaps we can cook with those fish. It'd be interesting to see if there's new recipes to cook with said fish. To Riverwood. We are going to head off to Whiterun as well. Perhaps fishing there will be a bit more interesting. We'll see. Fish and chips for dinner. Yeah. Fish and chips. Being an Argonian, I can eat it raw. I don't think they get poisoned from get disease from eating raw food. Oh, there's lots of advantages to being. I know Khajiit can eat raw food, raw meat and stuff, and not get parasites. I don't think we can kill people with a fishing rod. How much damage does a fishing rod do? 3 damage. Take some time. Right, so let's head to Whiterun. That's what everyone's been telling us to do. So, Whiterun it is. We've done some fishing. Achieved my goal. And now we're looking for Khajiit. Because Khajiit have lots of interesting information regarding the DLCs. The Khajiit caravan has been made a bit more important. I say DLCs, mini DLCs really, aren't they? Creation Club content. Butterfly, thank you. Off to Whiterun. Home of many adventure. I've only got 19 arrows, that's not very good, is it? Definitely going to need to buy some more, make some more, etc. Aha! A giant.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Nothing on the look, that black dot's appearing in the sky up there, and I thought that was created by one of the mods. It's not. It's a Skyrim issue. I think it's to do with the textures of the clouds, which is why they're popping in and then out again. It is a bit weird looking. It's meant to be clouds in the distance.
Good hunting.
Yeah. Khajiit caravan. Excellent. I said I wanted them there. Let's go talk to them without fail, without delay. They're brilliant, the Khajiit. I was going to say we'll have a break and grab a cup of coffee, but let's talk to the Khajiit first. Oh no, actually, we'll talk to the Khajiit when we come back. Yeah, I'll have a quick break. So grab yourself a coffee or drink or whatever, and then we'll return, because I can feel myself yawning and flagging a little bit, so I'll have a quick 5-minute breather, or 2-minute breather, and then we'll be back. And yeah, I'll make myself a cup of coffee as well. I'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. And I'm back, and we shall talk to Rissard. I don't think we've got much gold. No, we've got very little, so this isn't gonna bode well, but we'll have a chat with him anyway.
Welcome to you.
Apparently I've heard about him running into trouble along the road. I haven't, but...
It is all in this note. The Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. There are cities so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made.
Talking of profit, let's have a look at what he's got for sale.
Take a look.
Okay, this is the first time we've bartered. Books. See, he has fishing maps. One, two... Let's buy them all. Heretical Thoughts, Saints and Seducers, which is the new... We'll buy that as well. Blessings of Sheergorath. So I want to save what little gold I have. What ingredients have you got? Yeah, he's got some of the new ingredients as well. Moon sugar's really cool as well. That would be all our money. Do we have anything to sell him? Yeah, we'll sell him one of our iron daggers, one of our iron swords, fur boots. Sorry, don't take offence. The iron helmet, a silver ring or two. Any potions? Yeah, no, we want to keep them for now. Carp's not worth anything really worth selling. I wondered if... And salmon, no. I wonder how we'll cook them up. So yeah, we've got new fishing maps, which is cool. I haven't loaded sparks yet. Okay, we'll move on from there.
May your road lead you to warm sand.
Thank you, I'm sure it will. Sparks, yeah, nice. So these fishing maps show us places where it's good to fish, but we'd have to find the supplies and be able to relay it to where it is on the map. The Pale, yeah, there's one fishing spot there. There's a couple up north as well. White Run. See, that's White Run, but I don't know where that river runs. I think I do actually. I think that's the river that runs past the Haunted Stream camp and up around the back of... Or that's the one that runs into Lake Illanorta. I don't know. It's yeah, kind of awkward. Saints and Seducers is related to what he we'll read that another time, but I will read it. It's quite a long book, as we can see here. Well, in fact, it's massive. Whoa. The better our ability to understand these compelling creatures. What? The Goblin Saints and Dark Seducers. Okay. So yeah, that note he gave me. What note was that he gave me? Rissad's note on bandit attacks. Okay, locate the Saints bandit camp and locate the Seducers bandit camp. The roads have been unkind to this one, plagued by outlaws along the route from Whiterun to Markarth. Guards travel with Rissard. Yes, but they are ill-equipped to deal with one such as this. They wield strange golden weapons and wear gleaming armour. Rissard has read of such things only in stories. Their encampment is found into the just west of the North British Impasse. Each time they set upon us, they shout, "The Saints would like to browse your wares today." The brutes steal mostly trinkets and oddities, no matter how cheap this one knows them to be. And they allow Rasad to go on his way. Rasad has not yet fought back. While it has harmed this one's coin purse, it is not worth a life. Rasad has heard of another gang patrolling the roads further north, calling themselves the Seducers. They are known for their menacing dark armour. Skyrim grows more perilous by the day. They are known to camp along the road west of Fort Custav, sorry. This one would pay handsomely to anyone who would help. Rasad fears for any who might come to harm at the hands of these worrisome pests. Interesting. In the sense that... So yeah, we've got something new. Angler. Visit the Rift and Fishery. So that's what we've got to do to start the quest. So that's probably way off. Seducer's Bandit Camp is just there. Right, there's one there. There's also one mentioned over here. Yeah. A Saints Bandit Camp. So it's not too far from where we are now. But we're going to talk to the Jarl of Whiterun, because that's what we want to do. Oh, hello.
The road makes this one weary.
Can you train me to sneak?
They'll never see you coming.
Good. No, I don't have enough gold. Yeah, thanks.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Yeah. So we've got a bit of it. Yeah, so you can ask blacksmiths to armour your horse, but you can also ask the stable master. So this guy.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
Yeah, there you go.
Ride strong.
But it costs 500 gold, and as I say, it doesn't work properly. So it's a real waste of money. In the truest sense of the word. Yeah, they probably wouldn't be too happy about an Argonian rocking up to their gates, would they?
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Of course you'll be keeping an army. I'm an Argonian. I expect nothing less from Skyrim and all the lovely people that live here. The Nords. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. And Argonians. And elves. And etc, etc.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything. That's a decent weapon you made there. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. All right, then. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach.
I've just got to the city, Adrian, and you were like, have you met the steward? No, not yet. I've not even left. I've just got through the gates, as you well know.
This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything. I help my father in more ways than people realize. Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. You think all the counsel my father provides the Jarl is his alone? Huh. Let's just say I advise the advisor, and leave it at that. I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. I'll take my leave then. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? I'll take my leave then.
The hide helmet is worse. Let's see how it looks though. Yeah, I think it actually looks better. Fits better. I mean, it's only one less than the... I don't know. Not much difference really, is there? On slide. Yeah. Okay, we'll head off to Dragon's Reach.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Ah, so it's gold you're after then. You need only ask about it. Plenty of folk in Whiterun with too much fat and gold to be bothered doing anything for themselves. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymaids. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvasker. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda, she'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. poncy little milk drinker, that one. Man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And a Nord knows a liar when she sees one. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Farewell.
It's a shame, isn't it? Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days. Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kynareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kynareth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Elder Gleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Yes? Oh, thank you, Divines. Bless your kind heart.
They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth. Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow?
There's a rift here in Skyrim,
Do the
and
elves
neither
make
magic nor the
homes?
passing of time
Your
will break.
businesses? Your children? Your very lives? And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people. So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine. For we are the children of man, and we shall inherit both heaven and earth.
Evening, Lodge. How are you? Oh look, carp. We caught a carp earlier. Right, quick, grab it. Got it. Oh, salmon. I want the Nordic barnacles. There we go. Yeah. I can breathe underwater. I don't need to worry. I'm not going to drown. It's kind of cool being an Argonian, I guess. I've not used this skin power yet, but we will. No doubt. You missed some fishing, by the way. Now the dog's coming over to see me. What do you want, Mace? Mason? What's the matter? Go on, say hello to YouTube.
Dragons I can handle. But this talk of dragons, world gone mad, I'd say.
World gone mad. Dragons? Yeah. Let's go tell them about the dragons. It's dragon time. Yeah, so you missed a bit of the old fishing. We caught some salmon. What did I actually catch? Did I catch some ingredient fish as well? I pulled a few river betties out of the water, and we caught a couple of salmon like that. So they're not like the salmon fillets. I wonder how you cook them up. We can find out actually here. Pogfish, which, look at that, looks a bit like a tuna, but it's a bluefin tuna. But yeah, it's pogfish apparently. Kids get those and they put those fish on the ground, and other kids throw their fish at them to hit them. Or was that Pogs, the popular game from the 90s and the early 2000s? And then carp, of course. I don't know what we can do with carp. I'm guessing because they're food, we can cook with them.
Nothing? My lord, please. This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more
information. I trust you have something vitally important to tell me. Important enough to interrupt me in the middle of council? You were at Helgen when it was attacked? You saw this with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him.
Hey, watch it!
We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and
Sorry, I was messing around with the fishing rod there. Should have been listening to what they're saying.
There's my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. You are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Yeah, I want something that, yeah, let's go for Conjure Familiar. Yeah, I wanted something that was Conjuration. That's about it, really. Yeah, you keep mentioning the Outer Worlds Lodge. One day, perhaps, I will play it. It would be a blind playthrough.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late.
Okay. Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
I'm sure I will.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Okay, excellent. Yes, I will go. just if you stop talking to me, all of you, I'm taking your 23 gold, and I'm selling that studded armor as well straight away. I wanted to check out what we can do with those fish, whether we can cook them up here or let's have a look. Pogfish, pogfish, pogfish. Cooked carp restores 5 points of health, even cooked. Anything else I can cook? Pogfish restores 5 points of health. Okay. That doesn't do much really, does it? Salmon steak. Yeah. Restores 5 points of health. Not massive. They're not amazing. And we need salt to do so. Okay, we'll just hang on to the pogfish and the carp for now. Although, being an Argonian, that's what he wants to eat really. Fish. Today's speciality is a carp. Now what else? With nothing in there. Harvest the salmon. They've got plenty of ingredients really. It's salt I'm after more than anything. Of which there's none anywhere. I'll take the 2 gold. I'm not going to miss it.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Really? She likes her meat rare. Let's see if we can oblige. Now, rare meat for you. You like your meat rare. Some people just don't appreciate the gesture, do they? Just don't appreciate it. Clothes. Okay, we'll take clothes. Fine boots, we'll take them as well. We seem to be mates, they're not really bothered with us. Colburn the Dragon, Real Baron's Ire, Water of the Stones. Does that update us with anything? No. Just looking for books that will give us quests or information. Just remember there's loads over here. What we got? Legends of Red Eagle. There we go. Take that. Find Red Eagle's sword. Troll slaying. Absolutely brilliant because it's got that picture. I just saw a troll. It's in the comments section on YouTube. A Minor Maze. Also a cool book, but not given a quest given one. Ethereum Wars quest given book. Take that. Vivian Crisis. To explain, Alduin is real. Is this? As my Dar used to say, Imperials are idiots. Idiots. That is why I'm writing this book. I ain't never wrote a book before, and I do not reckon to write one again. But sometimes a man must do what a man must do. And that's a brilliant book. And that's really good. Especially if you read it in that sort of the way it's written. Lost Legends. Yeah, we want that as well. Take that. Thank you. Oh, I seem to have picked up an additional book. The Bear of Markarth. Cabin in the Woods. Kill before you killed. Yeah. Nords of Skyrim. Coin purse. More gold. Right, we should be slightly better off now. 119 gold. We are raking it in. So yeah, we've got some new quests. Right, Frost Salts to Arcadia. Onward to Riverwood. Just thinking we can actually get a follower. Now we could get Faendal or Sven. I think Faendal, although the possibility that your follower could die doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. It really makes me a bit more, yeah, I don't know, a bit more.
Fear not, come dragon or giant, we'll be ready.
Good, 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 good. You get a lot of giants attacking the towns.
I don't suppose you're going to buy something this time?
Just browsing today. If the gods be kind, someone will take mercy on me and spare a few septims.
If they do, promise you'll actually purchase something for once?
I ain't done nothing. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Oh, you're always drunk, Brenwyn.
Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Sure, whatever.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak.
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh!
The finest cuts, fresh from the wild.
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
How goes the begging today, Brenwyn?
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most
But I've got a right to browse, don't I? I ain't hurting anyone.
Make it quick.
Tired of bread and stew?
I want your
Had enough of
stink
fish and
driving my
fowl?
customers away.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut
God
of steak
smile on
or a
them
tender
and
rack
show
of
charity.
ribs.
It's best you remember that.
What is it? Iron sword, huh? What are you killing? Butterflies?
I've not heard that before, and if I have, it's been a long time. What are you killing butterflies? That's fantastic. I'll be here for whatever Dragonborn McQueen streams. Well, I was talking to you about a few other things behind the scenes, so we shall see. Depends what happens with when I get paid, I think. Where's Canis Root
I
on the
offer
floor?
remedies for ailments
Arcadia.
both common and rare.
Arcadia.
Do let me know if I can be of service.
Yeah, stop with the... Oh no, okay.
You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil.
I'm an Argonian. How can you tell if I look pale? Seriously, come on.
As long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Come back anytime if you need a remedy. What do you need, my friend?
She always asks, what do you need, my friend? And I always say, to clear your shop out of every ingredient I can take. It's just, it's the done thing. It's got to be done, you know. You're giving it
rather
away?
pale. Could
I'm
be
gonna take
ataxia.
it.
It's quite a problem back home
See,
in
look, she's still
Cyrodiil.
insisting that I look pale.
Pardon me,
I
but
am.
do I detect a case of the rattles?
No, you
I've
do
got
not.
something for that.
I am an Argonian.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
Strength, She might tell me I've got to leave soon. What's the time? Yeah, I've got 20 minutes to brew a potion, so...
I have several elixirs for sale.
Right, trigger warning. I'm going to eat loads of ingredients just to let everyone know if you're of a nervous disposition. Although, eating insects, you know, that's what we're going to be doing one day. Probably sooner than people think. Orange dartwing, Nordic barnacle, nernroot, nightshade. Yeah, and plenty of ingredients to learn. I suppose I better get to crafting something
salves,
before she kicks me out.
poultices, and potions on their shelves.
Resist
Browse to your
fire.
heart's content. Interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice.
Yeah, I'm good, me. Don't worry. Restore magic.
I sell
Damage
cures for
health.
all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
That was a bit of a waste. Okay. Fortify archery.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
She's gonna tell me I need to leave soon. You need to leave. Dun, dun, dun. Or she might just let me stay because I'm her friend. Possibly.
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on the shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
I really like this book. Not only is it a skill book, it's got like little hand-drawn pictures of all the ingredients. Really nice. Really nicely illustrated. That's why I'm taking it. I just stole off my new friend. Less said about that, the better. Nobody saw me do it. Okay. Yeah, let's now we're done with that. Let's continue on.
Foolish old woman.
You have work tomorrow, Lodge.
Nothing
What
of
time
our
is-
struggles,
What
our
time is starting
suffering.
work? Your work.
Nothing. And what of my
Pig
son?
sticker like that's not going to get
What
you
of
far.
Thorold?
Best
Is he
visit the
nothing?
blacksmith.
So don't talk to me about
They're
suffering.
insulting my weapon.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner
That's
What's wrong with my... I don't even know steel smithing
good
yet.
pieces out here if you're looking to buy. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland may have
Okay.
got that on.
Feel it in my
Man's
heart.
steel is legendary.
So tell me,
All I ask
Battleborn,
is a
where
fair
is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Do you believe this?
Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cal. Watch
Come
it.
on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better.
Greymane or
My
Battleborn?
son is alive.
Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn?
And yet they lie to my very face.
New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know there was lag. Hopefully it's sorted itself out. Is it? Yeah, I'm going to tell him I'm not picking sides. I'm definitely not interested in picking sides, Battleborn. I can only apologise. It might be that a bird's landed, you know, in the vicinity of my internet hub thing. Can't even remember what it's called now. It's completely escaped me. But yeah. No lag for me, Dragonborn, all good. Okay, good. Right, let's say we're not picking sides anyway.
Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son. There's no reasoning with these people anymore. Long live the... Hey!
I want to see if I can get a guard to insult my weapon again. My sword. Brilliant, them calling it a pig stick and all that. This rubbish. But there was too much else going on that I couldn't see. Yes, it's okay now. Good. Come on, guard. This is your chance to shine and insult my and quote a meme at me. But you can insult my weapon. That's what I really want you to do. Insult my sword.
No lollygagging. What do you need? Stormcloaks, Imperials, Dragons. Ain't no matter to me what I kill. Let them come. Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge. Trouble? Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Helgen. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it? Staying safe, I hope. That iron sword's pretty undependable. You should try steel. What do you need? I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead. Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. If a dragon attacks, well, then it'll be a different story. What is it, Argonian? Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale, Freeze home. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested. If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's cauldron. Judging by your armor, I'd say you're an Imperial scout. You're so well met. What do you need? Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock. Everything's all right? I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
He did it. He said the meme. He said the meme. Brilliant. He said the meme. We can be happy now. And he insulted my sword. But he was a bit more polite at first. He's like, yeah, you probably want something a bit better than that. What is that weapon you've got? Yeah, try steel.
Let me know
You're the best. Can you be my father?
Oh, flipping egg. I'm a Argonian. Right, okay. Argonian now. Argonian now.
To our youth today's.
If we talk to Mikhail, steal the Argonian now. Whereabouts is the Argonian now?
Gone.
Right next to me,
The
apparently.
age of aggression is just about done.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our
Someone who's got
steel
a
we will
particularly high opinion of herself there. Sly is definitely not interested. He's definitely not interested.
take back our home. Down with Ulfric,
Sadia,
the
you'll get
killer
what's
of
coming to you. Oh,
kings.
whoops.
On the
Sorry.
day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Sadia, dear?
We're the children of
Yes, Mum?
Skyrim, and we fight
Don't
all
forget to
our
polish
lives.
those glasses later.
Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? We'll have to have a pint together sometime, you and me.
Need something?
Need something?
I think you were insulting me there, Elfberth.
Oh, did you need something?
Sarcastic clapping. Yeah, we'll have to have a pint sometime. Right, let's talk to Mikhail. Let's sort him out. Although he's probably not going to take it, so we might have to punch him up, but we'll see. Who killed the High King with his voice? Then why is he not a Dragonborn? Oh no, because they explain that the Nords, some Nords can actually learn the voice, but it takes many years. So that means he must have studied a version of a shout for like years and years and years and years, if not decades, to be able to shout. But yeah, he probably only knows one shout, whereas you, being the Dragonborn, can just absorb dragon souls and all the other stuff. And
Oh,
just,
there once was a hero named... If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look
Stop
elsewhere.
it.
Once Mikhail gets them, they're got.
Everyone's clapping because I stopped him singing Ragnar the Red. Good. Right. Yeah. None of that Ragnar the Red rubbish, Mikhail, or I will drag you into the streets and leave you in a ditch. Right. We're going to tell him about Carlotta and then talk to him about the rest of the stuff afterwards.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one more. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with the headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Sure. What can I do for you? Sure. My voice could use a rest.
Yeah, in other words, shut up, Mikhail. Nobody likes you.
I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store.
Is she here? Oh no, you Sigrid's
My
Sigurd.
favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some meat.
Shh. Brennan, don't give me away. Right,
I ain't done nothing.
No. Here we go. Are you always drunk? Let's ask him before we give him the Argonian ale.
Well, that all depends on you now, doesn't it? Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple.
Potion of vigorous healing. That's some...
Sure, whatever.
Oh, wait a second.
Why are you looking at me?
Is it because I want to ask if you're still thirsty? Because I didn't know you could.
Not anymore, thanks to you, friend. Bye now.
Don't mean to be rude, but I'm too busy to talk right now.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change. Commander Caius walks around Dragon's Reach like a preening rooster. I could do his job blindfolded. Yes? Need something? Out with it.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? What can I get you? Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
They said there's someone in the Bethesda sound studio that can change your voice, make it sound completely different. Can you believe that? Give me the latest gossip. We'll take a job from her as well, because yeah, we need coin really, desperately.
The companions in Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members, from what I hear. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Oh, did you need something?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
At least it'll be daytime. We'll head back to Riverwood and gain a companion, and then head into Bleak Falls Barrow. Might not get it all done tonight, but we will at least make a start. First of all, we've got to level up. Stamina.